PetVivo is working on innovative tools to help with osteoarthritis in horses and dogs. And with me is the CEO, John Lai, to bring us up to date on what's the latest with PetVivo. And I know you had this MWI launch. So explain MWI, what that is, what was the launch all
Sure.
about?
So MWI is one of the largest distributors in the veterinary space in the United States. They do about $5 billion a year in revenues. They have a very well-educated sales team. They're very well trained, but they're unique in the sense that they have a division called Securos, which educates veterinary doctors and allows for continued education, accreditations, and so on. Because of that partnership, we're doing a whole series of wet lab demonstrations using our spring product to demonstrate the advantages of using our product versus the current therapies. And we started rolling that out literally this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's going smoothly?
Yeah, you know, they tell you it takes 3 weeks to integrate the two systems so they can talk to each other on ordering, tracking, and so on. Doesn't matter who you get, it takes 7 weeks.
Right.
Just double whatever.
It's kind of like having something built. It's always going to take longer and cost more than you expect.
It's always more in software because they find little bugs, you know. You don't really know until you actually run the system and test it. And that's what they said. 4 weeks into it, they says, we're good to go.
Okay.
We kept finding bugs on the testing and they kept correcting. So it's done and we're shipping product.
Awesome. And you have some new hires as well?
Yeah, we just hired Paula Whittier from Zoetis. She was at Zoetis for 27 years, managed a very profitable group that did very good in revenues and veterinary sales. So for her to jump after 25 years at Zoetis, we were kind of surprised and happy to have her.
Absolutely.
Because she's very, very skilled.
And that's a huge animal health company, so that's a big gift for you.
Yeah, Zoetis is the number one player.
Number one.
Yeah,
okay.
And you know, Rachel comes from Covetrus. I think she has 20-some years at Covetrus. I mean, they're probably hating me saying they have 20-some years. They're all over 25 years, you know. So
it adds up quickly.
I know.
So, and you're growing clearly. Explain like what's going on with PetVivo and in terms of your growth in the past and moving forward.
So, you know, we have a feline product that we'll be introducing here shortly. So the uniqueness of the product is we're hitting certain trends that we're seeing in the veterinary space. That trend being the veterinary doctors are leaning towards more natural products. Our product is naturally derived. The second thing they're looking at is looking for the reduction in the use of pharmaceuticals and other biologics because those have multiple side effects. So prolonged use of NSAIDs, which is the gold standard treatment or the first line of treatment veterinary doctors use, tends to cause GI tract bleeding, liver and kidney failure. Also, it tends to mask the underlying root problem of osteoarthritis, of damaged cartilage. Well, if the dog's not feeling the pain, they're going to jump and run in areas and actually going to destroy the cartilage much quicker. And our product's unique in the sense and truly disruptive is once the particles go into the joint, it actually augments the existing cartilage and provides protection for the existing cartilage, but functions just like fresh cartilage would. It's wet and lubricious, so when the dog runs, it's actually lubricating the joint and keeping the joint from heating up and getting inflammation.
Okay.
So we're noticing these trends and we're definitely hitting these trends. The third trend is the ESG orientation. Our packaging is probably 98% recyclable.
Interesting.
Yeah, and the only thing that isn't recyclable, which goes into the standard Sharps red syringe thing, they throw those in there. So we're pretty happy we're meeting all what we see as the general trends goals that veterinary doctors would like to see.
Okay, and then just overall, the pet care industry has, I feel like, absolutely exploded over the past few years. I mean, maybe it's because I live in New York, but everybody I know has a dog. And so, I mean, what are you seeing just in a macro sense from the pet industry?
The COVID really brought a pet adoption from approximately 68% of households owning pets to 71%. Now, with the downturn or in the economy or the destruction of disposable income that people have, we're seeing a general slowdown in expenditures, but they're still expending on situations where it's increasing quality of life. They may be cutting back on the types of food or the types of toys they get them, We actually kind of fit into the general trend. Our product is a major cost savings for the consumer, because if they were just to take NSAIDs, it's like $450 a year, but it has all these side effects. Our product is generally, per joint, it's about $600, and you get at least 1 year of protection that we've been seeing. But in the actual real world, we're seeing well beyond a year. And our product is covered under pet insurance, so it gets covered. So it's an economic savings for the consumer. Typically, a consumer to treat osteoarthritis is spending well over $1,000 a year because of the multiple follow-up visits to the vet and the different treatments. Because veterinary doctors are taught at vet school, once you diagnose osteoarthritis, it's a multimodal approach. You're using NSAIDs, you're using stem cells, you're using hyaluronic acid, and this is just in 1 year. So we're really providing a service to both the consumer and the veterinary doctor and the pet.
Yeah, okay. John, thanks so much
Thank you
for coming back. Great to hear an update on PetVivo.
Yep, happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye-bye.